So we're gonna talk. Oh, sorry, didn't do the intro, but it's Raven Tactical Prepper channel, right? So this one is gonna be the take on the coronavirus, right? Everybody's worried about the coronavirus. I made a little bit of video a couple weeks back in regards to not eating chicken of the caves soup. So it was done as a joke. So hopefully people enjoy that. The problem we're running into now, and what you're seeing is the coronavirus, while like the Spanish flu killed millions and millions of people, and the coronavirus probably won't kill like the Spanish flu. There's a couple reasons why. One, people generally live cleaner, healthier, better lives than they did 100 years ago. Mine is probably the food. Our food sucks. But as far as like hygiene and everything goes, majority of the population pretty much, especially here, does a better job with hygiene. As far as cooking clean, eating cleaner, washing hands, and getting vaccines and all that kind of stuff, and get better medical care. So the virus itself isn't what I'm concerned about as far as getting sick and people dying, because it's not a big issue to me. What the big issue that you should be concerned with is how it's going to affect world trade and world commerce. So if you already noticed, the stock market is taking a huge hit this week. It's bad. It's not good because people are looking at the fact that China and a lot of places where we get a lot of our goods from, and a lot of our food, supplies, equipment, all the little things that we like come from China. All the little manufacturing things and all the little extra parts could cease production, or the production slows down readily, or they don't ship anything out, or they're not able to get things up and running. That's a problem for us. And that's where I think your pandemic could affect, it would affect everything around. That's where you could see the economic collapse kind of flip side of it. So you're going to see a collapse of a market, right? It's not good. We've already lost, I think it was by Wednesday, Thursday, we lost 10% of the market. I mean, it's taken a hit. I mean, people, again, have 401ks and all this stuff. They're seeing a hit in their 401ks and retirements. That's not good. If things start suddenly shutting down where like businesses can't get supplies, that's bad. If you can't get your antibiotics because they're made in China, that's even worse. So then you're looking at that could become a problem, and it's a likely event. People already on Western survival shooters are already talking about, the long-term effects of what this could do. It directly affects our market, and it directly affects our economy. I think as a worldwide event, this could actually be a situation you're going to want to stock up on. Do I promote that you go panic and freak out and go, drop everything you got and drop everything and go live in your cabin in the woods and spend your whole 401k on Mountain House? Which, by the way, Mountain House was not taking new orders for a while because they sold out and they can't get anything else in. No, I'm not asking you to panic. Do I strongly recommend that if you're not prepping already, start preparing now? Yes, absolutely. Do I recommend that if you are prepping and you took this Donald Trump's last 3-4 years as a reason not to because you decided that, we're all good? Yeah, you might want to consider looking through all your inventory. You might want to consider looking through and getting all your food and all the things you need prepared and put up. It's important to have these things. I know Bear Independent went to Sam's Club and dropped $1,000 on food. We, as me and my family, we've been buying at least once a month about 100 pounds of wheat, berries, 100 pounds of oatmeal, and about 50 pounds of sugar every single month. And that's what we put up. And now those are some of the things on top of everything else. Why? Because these are food staples that you can Mylar bag up, put into a 5-gallon pail, and then put them up. And they're good for a long, long time. And they produce food, and they produce the things that you absolutely need. So these are some things that I really strongly recommend that you start looking into. Your pinto beans, your black beans, those are also things. Find a Mexican store that supports things like this. I wouldn't say start looking into it. You need to start buying. You need to start stocking up and putting things away. Is this really the time for precious metals? no. I look at precious metals concept like it's a cool long-term effect. If everything did collapse and then it went on, is it a nice way to store money? Sure, but I can't eat gold, can't eat silver. So food storage, make sure you start putting that away. Ammunition, cool, you better have ammunition. Ammunition will go up if things collapse. Those are things that disappeared off shelves quickly. Everybody in your neighborhood, there's usually about a hunter every so often, right? 30% of the people own the guns in the United States. Well, that's basically 3 out of 10 people, maybe 4 if you're like that 0.5%, right? So every 10 people in your neighborhood, or every 3 people out of your neighborhood has some sort of gun. So that's a mad rush. And then you have places like Walmart, who basically said, we're not selling anything other than FUD gun ammunition. So they're not going to sell you pistol ammunition anymore, and they're not going to sell you 223, 556. They're just going to sell shotgun slugs and hunting loads of 30-06. That's it. So it made it a little harder for people to go buy ammunition off the shelves. So I recommend it. Start stocking up, people. Start putting away ammunition. Start putting up and throwing your guns. Get out and train. Get out and train. Get out and train. Even if it means you get out and go to a rod and gun range and you put 100 rounds down, at least you're getting some trigger time. I would recommend taking a class. Go put some rounds down at a class and get some experience in. Find some buddies, go together, and learn how to fight as a team. Because defending your house and your property and everything else is going to be an important thing. It's out. Raven Tactical out. Thank you.